Your stance on reparations. Let me see if I can read this shit right one time. I've been stumbling over words. Are you for reparations exclusively to blacks?
I'm for reparations exclusively for descendants of chattel slavery. That's what reparations are. So if you immigrated here from Nigeria and you're black, if you're however you got to America, if you're black, that doesn't mean you qualify for reparations. It's only the direct descendants of enslaved African people during the chattel slavery era. Because just like not all Jews got reparation, like for the Holocaust, there's not like, okay, if you're a Jew, you get no. It's like, were you in Germany at the time? Were you affected directly by this, or were your direct ancestors affected? So there are many countries that have done reparations. A lot of countries have done reparations.
And so has America, just not for us.
Yeah, there's a process for that. It's pretty obvious. Just like, it's not some random thing like, oh, you can't do that. You know what? Donald Trump did prove that the government can hand out checks if they want to. So, those stimulus checks didn't take very long to come around the first time. So I think reparations is very doable. And I wouldn't be getting them. My kids would, but
that was the follow-up question. Do you think you deserve that? That would be the obvious question in the chat, and you answered it. So Andre Griffin actually had a question for you. I'm guilty. Okay. I don't know why I'm not reading well tonight. I don't know why.
You want me to read it?
Yeah, go ahead.
He said, I'm guilty of seeing a headline and a picture of you years ago and forming a negative opinion. It's nice hearing your truth. Hopefully one day more people can see you for who you are. So that's sweet. Thank you, Andre.
And what is America's fear of the black man? You're gonna have to come back and answer questions because people are real interested in you. And I didn't know I wish we could have you too. I could open up the phone lines, but what's the Americans' fear of the black man? We got a couple more, but I got one question I want to ask you too before we get out of here.
You want me to answer that one real quick?
Yes, please.
I mean, it could be a whole dissertation, but I would feel like the first thing that comes to mind is like assumed criminality. And there's always been, the race worldview has created this myth that you have certain biological and behavioral traits that are tied together. So by being born black male, you are more of a threat. You are more violent. You are more like the whole list of stereotypes is there for criminality, for assumed criminality, which is why people clutch their purse or lock their door or whatever. Just yesterday, there was an incident, like we walked past the car, like Isaiah and I walked past the car and, like somebody had to lock it like 3 times with their little like beep beep beep, and they had already locked it before, but like they had to extra lock it just because, and it's that kind of a stereotype and that racism that has been perpetuated, which is why the criminal justice system, the institutionalized racism within incarceration is such an issue, because from the time of the chattel slavery era, with brutalization and violence and murder of black men, to emasculate and break down the strength of a man, I feel like that then got copied and pasted into the loitering laws and the arrests, and the 95% of prison population in the South was black within like 10 years after emancipation, so
sure.
It's anyway, there's a lot to say on that, but as a mother of black sons, like that's something that is in the back of my mind every day when they go out, like of people feeling, because my 2 oldest are 18 and 26, and so they're at that age, in that range of that perceived threat, of just existing and being present. You might have done something, and you might,
Sure. Salute Fred going out. I can read that one now. Going out to get interviews. SS Caesar says, nah, Shorty, you got to relax. I know of family members that were lynched. The Klan showed up at my grandma's crib, though hang my grandfather. This pain runs deep.
Yeah.
Yeah. It now, do you have any guilt as it pertains to like the acknowledgement of your white side versus just being like what was the term that shit transracial, is that what it's called?
I never said I was transracial. I
Okay,
mean,
no,
people say about me, but
oh, that's what they say about you. Okay, so
yeah,
now you say that you like you
because
try
I
to
believe the human race is one race. Like we're more similar than we are different scientifically and physically. So there's no way to actually be transracial in a technical sense. Yeah.
Gotcha. Makes a whole lot of sense. I done kept you 3 minutes over. I don't want to keep you too long because I know people are waiting. You got to come back and do it. Yeah, we got to come back and do a part 2. If you got more time now, we can keep going.
Yeah, I know my little guy's got to get, gotta get to bed. So I don't want to. I don't know. They're in the next room, so I don't know what's actually even going on in there.
Well, they ain't knocking.
I want to honor their time. I said an hour, so I'm paying for an hour. So I'm gonna.
Okay. Yeah. Well, we genuinely appreciate you coming on, and you got to come back Tuesday. The first Tuesday in November is probably gonna be a fun show in the barbershop.
Okay.
And we gonna be butting heads a lot, and coincidentally, 9 o'clock our time, we will have the results of the election.
Okay, good. So, yeah,
more than welcome to. I would love for you to come back in
one more time. We gotta,
Harris, and we definitely got to plug your book. Right. Yeah,
just the Harris part.
Harris part, right? And feel free to plug your book. And
yeah. So my book is in full color, Finding My Place in a Black and White World, and it is a hardback. You can get it on Amazon. You can also go to racheldolezal.com and pick up any of my signed art, my original art. You can get these little booklets for free if you want to kind of do more, go beyond protests and really get involved in activism in your community. You want some ideas, they give you some ideas. So yeah, I'm just glad to be here. Thank you so much for the good vibes, and we'll have to do this again sometime.
No, we'll definitely do it again, and we'll definitely have more engagement too. I thought we was gonna be here for 2 hours, but I'm glad I asked.
Oh, okay. Yeah, for some reason I didn't get that memo. Maybe I was.
No, it's cool. No, it's cool because usually people feel comfortable and stay 3.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, hey, if I didn't have a 4-year-old and it wasn't that might be an option.
Yeah. People always say, "Oh, I got time for a 20-minute interview," and they be here 2 hours just vibing out because the questions start pouring in and they start talking. And she'll be back, and we'll delve a little bit deeper, go a little bit further, and we'll go from there. But thank you for coming into the barbershop. We genuinely appreciate you, and please come back soon.
All right. Take it easy.
All right. Talk to you soon.
All right.
There you have it. Yeah, man. So feel free to call in.